still have a countdown.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's
yes.
okay.
So
You're
I
live
think
now.
I might be live.
You are.
So welcome, everyone. Thanks so
Hi.
much for coming. Really, really honored that you came over here. I'm Nurse Nancy, and this is Anthony. And I'm just going to make sure I do a little sound check here. Hang on. Let me just check the sound on my computer here. Anthony? Yep. I think that it works. Okay, it seems to work. So hello, everyone. Thanks for coming on tonight. Thank you for changing the time out a little bit. Especially thanks to my dear friends, Dave and Brandy's Excursions for changing it up. It's kind of put a wrench in their schedule. I know. Hi, Dave and Brandy. It's really late for them. It's late for a lot of East Coasters, so I'm really sorry about pushing it off, but it was the right thing to do. So let me say hello to everyone. Let's see here. Let me go with, hopefully I didn't cut off Lalita Loca coming in here. I think the timing was okay. So let's see here. There's Blaine, Rally Creative Travel. Hello, Blaine. I hope you guys are okay if I do a little greetings. It's Amy Elke. The O is silent. Always going to remember that. So good to have you here, Amy. And Marilyn Moore. Marilyn is such a great supporter. Anthony is fixing a technical issue. So I don't know, or a tissue. He's saving good. Bandwidth. Oh, man. Oh, see, he's helping us out. And Maisha, sweet Maisha, I see her over at a Marco Polo that Sean and Casey from Sean and Casey and Vacay Mode do. I think that this is, you're the right, I think she's the same one, Maisha. Good to see you here. And Cuz Cruisers. Now, do you say it Cuz Cruisers or like because Cruisers? Or yeah, I think it's Cuz Cruisers. I might have asked this to you before. Mm-hmm. Or is it Q's Cruisers? I think it's Cuz Cruisers, like because. I think. Mm-hmm. I might be wrong. Let me know in the chat. I'll watch it. Amy said, love the Cancun vlog. I can't wait to talk about Cancun. Oh my gosh, it was so excellent.
We shouldn't be here.
Oh man, it was just really, really nice. Lovely, 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 lovely. But it was a nice trip, and it was good to come home and get going on these vlogs. So I did skip my series, my cruise series from the Horizon, and I just cut right into something that seems like it'll be more pertinent. I plan to go back to do the Horizon, finish the Sharon at Sea vlogs and all of that, but I could not. I felt like this was more pertinent since everything has been turned upside down with the whole, pandemic, that stuff. So thank you so much, Catherine P. Nice to see you. And Pam S., I just really enjoy seeing all the familiar names from the comments. Really appreciate you guys' support. Here's Tara Kelly. Hi, Tara. And my sweet nurse friend, Alma from Life is Good Today. And she's staying up late for Nancy. How sweet. There's Jay Bowen, Jay the Wrench Bowen. He gave me a funny comment down the line here. I asked how, maybe I won't go into that. You guys can read the chat. There's my sweet Dave and Brandy. Hey, Dave and Brandy. We got to work on trying to coordinate when you can come on too. So definitely much love. Nikita Shimon. Hi, Nikita. Good to see you here as well. And Derek and Gregory. Happy birthday, Gregory, again.
And thank you for the help. Yes. And thank you for the help in California.
Yes. So, yes, they helped. Derek and Gregory helped give us some advice. Our oldest, Naomi, is off exploring. She went to Yellowstone. She went to Mount Rushmore and Yellowstone and over to Oregon. And she is now in California I think today she's actually back over in Nevada, Death Valley, Arizona area, so close to Sharon at Sea. Anyway, yes. Gregory and Derek helped us with some advice when she was stranded with brake issues on the car.
And so the car is all working. It's all better now.
It's all better.
However, California is expensive.
So costly. Like, the price of doing brakes was how many times? 5 times more? Well, like 4 times. Yeah. I don't know. Tony's
I could have probably done those two for about the 2 rear brakes for about $200 in parts, and then my time.
That's
and
okay.
It was a little over $1,000. So
yeah, California is expensive, right? But that's just Naomi's trip. There's my Wanda. Hi, Wanda, cruising for food. Hey, Wanda, I redid my purple hair. Woo! There's Ronnie from Life is Good Today. Good to see you here. And let's see. See, because cruisers came over from La Liga Loca. Really appreciate it. Anybody who came over from La Liga Loca, much love to everyone. If you didn't come over from La Liga Loca, thank you for being here anyhow. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you again for being here. Oh man, I'm a little, I'm always a spaz, but just going through the comments, saying hi to everybody. There's my D Incognito. Oh, man, what does she really look like? She's awake. Hi, Dee. So good to see you here. Let's see. See the world with Chris. Hello, Chris. So good to see you. And Laura, much greetings to you. The Ship Show. Hi, John and Kelly, the Klakowskis. So good to see you. There's Todd Blount. Yeah, on to the next live. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody. Let's see here. I got Christina V. Hello again, and so good to see you. There's Margie Butcher from Arizona. Very good to see you too, Margie. And oh, Pam, thank you. They're fun little light earrings, so I like my earrings. Puppy the cat. Oh, there's my Leanne. Oh, the chat jumped. I'm sorry. There's my Leanne. Hi, sister. Sorry that it's so late, but nice to see you. Wait, where did the chat jumps? Everybody knows the chat jumps, and now I got to go back to where my puppy the cat was. Holy cow. Yeah, where are we? We're way up there. Holy cow, I've missed a lot of comments so far. Wait, I'm getting there. What time do you have it at? Do you see Puppy the cat? All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep jumping in and saying hello to everybody. Oh, anyway, I'm so sorry if I missed you. Scott Rowley, good to see you. Kathy Drew. Hi, Kathy. You're always saying hi to me. Adventures of David and Aaron, some of the most positive and uplifting guys out there. Check out their channel. Ann Handley, no problem. So nice for you to come by. Thank you so much. And there's Kim Jonker, or Yonker. Kim, do you say the J? I think you probably say it Yonker because it's Dutch, Kim and Neil. So of course it's Yonker. Hallo, guten Abend. There's my Dutch. Let's see. Kimberly Ryan from Midlove Crazy. Oh, I didn't say Kim and Neil are from from a channel, and I'm blanking. You guys help me out with Kim and Neil's channel. I'm sorry. I am a spaz. I am sorry. I have no brain on me right now. Yes, Kimberly Ryan. I said hi to Midlove Crazy. Hi to you guys over there. And now I won't be able to remember any names now. I'm just like such a, you guys nerves. Anthony Simone, so good to see you, my chat friend. Nancy Fields, happy birthday again. She had a big birthday, and she is amazingly like young, youthful, and such a fun person always to see in the chat. And Nancy and Daniel Fields. And Papa Mozo was on holiday. He was showing off the beach today. So hello, Papa Mozo. So good to see you. Thank you for popping in here.
Yes.
Slinky is there. Hi, Slinky and Firestorm. So good to see you here. Keep on going. There's Joyce and Mike watching on the big TV. Yeah. We almost got to meet up with Mike in Atlanta when we did a stayover, but he was off putting together a deck. So the nerve of him, assembling a deck instead of meeting us at his work. Hi, Ruth Todd. Thanks so much for coming out here. Ruth and Steven, I can't wait to meet you. Peach Mangoes, swim out pools, lazy long pools, so you can float. Oh man, right? Just can't wait to talk about our vacation. There's Jill Van Gordon. Karen, I think I said hi to you, but hi, Karen Griswold, and I am getting caught up now. Oh, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. And I'm so sorry if I haven't said hi to you. Please say hi. Hi, Marianne Young. Welcome. Welcome to my little channel. We talk about cruising and vacations. There's Mike from Loco Nuts Ventures. You guys, show him some love at his channel. That's Joyce's hubby, Mike. And let's see. Oregon is Oregon, not Oregon. Did I say Oregon? Oregon.
It depends on where you're
Oregon.
from.
I did say Oregon. Woo! Wow. Oregon. Oregon. It's Oregon. Hannah says it's Oregon. Joyce says California was expensive. Yes. Oh man, I feel for the guys in California, but the whole cost of living is higher there, right? Let me just keep on going there. There's Blaine again. Thank you so much for being a moderator on the channel, Blaine. I really appreciate you being here. Got the big guns with having Blaine here. Thanks again, Blaine. Then I have Scott Rowley. Hi, Scott. How are you doing? And Cruise World, first timer here. I'm glad I found the channel. Hey, Cruise World. Wow, you must have a channel as well. Well, you guys, I'm all about sharing the love. So go and check out some of these new names that I have seen. Oh, and it jumped again.
So at some point we should probably talk a little bit about Cancun.
Yes, here. Okay, I'm just going to say hi to a couple more people. There's Garrett Labelson. Hey, Garrett, good to see you. Well, so good to see you. Oh, there's Larry and Diane. Good to see you and Diana. Hi, Diana, Charles Joseph, and Paper City Gamer, Jeff. Hi, Paper City Gamer. Okay, so we are going to have to get in. There's Johnny Biggie from Bella Travel. And yes, we're going to have to get into a little of the topic of the day, the Cancun trip. So on our last live, there's Craving Cruise. Can you read that one?
Craving Cruises with Jim and Lori.
Thanks. Oh my gosh. John and Nancy from Jan Travels. Okay, I'm going to take a little break and talk about our trip and how we decided on going to an all-inclusive. So obviously we are a cruise channel. I really, with the nautical, not just about the naughty, but yes. Daniel Fields says, when you retire, there's a job at the front door of Walmart. You'd be great at. Of course, it pays really low. I love that, Daniel. Thanks. Oh, and Timothy Walters, I got to give him a little shout out. He's a super big supporter, too. All right. Enough.
I'd only do the Walmart job if I could actually video everybody coming in and then make a YouTube channel on that. That would be fun.
Oh, my word. Oh, I do have drinks. I need to take a drink here. You know what? You want to start talking about what happened with our deciding on the So this is a vodka lemonade.
So, well, we had vacation set aside for some cruises, and the cruises, as everybody knows, are kind of on hiatus and on hold for hopefully not too long.
Not very much longer. 88 days, I think.
We hope.
We're crossing our fingers.
We want to get back on it. So we've got a couple. We had some vacation that was set aside, and I decided, and Nancy decided, we were just not going to take it off the calendar and go ahead and use it. We are not that far away from the Wisconsin Dells. So it's
so last live stream, which was 2 weeks ago, we were talking about booking for the Dells. And we had I think we had like a Dells vacation.
It's only about 85 minutes from our house. So I mean, it's a little over an hour, almost an hour and a half, but really close. We can pretty much jump over there most of the time. There's a lot of fun stuff. If you've never been to a water park before, Wisconsin Dells was kind of the originator of the water park. That was kind of where it was born in the U.S. and it's spread around. There's water parks all over the U.S. now, but it really started off over in the Dells, and there are a lot of.
We remember being there when there weren't any parks.
Yeah, right. Well, there was only that big one, so there was only the big one that was out there.
Well, and then they just started coming like everything.
And they kind of started coming like crazy.
Anyway, we were going to go to the Dells and enjoy the Dells vacation.
In fact, we were in the field. Just a little side story, a little rabbit trail. We were in the field that a lot of these are in, and it was we used to make jokes.
We were in the field and seeing a balloon lift.
Yeah, but understand that this big area that was set aside, and we were cracking up.
Great Wolf Lodge got built.
Yeah, and a number of others.
No, just that field.
Well, okay, but all right.
There was land all around.
Yeah, it was land all around.
Where Kalahari is, if you guys know the Dells.
But
anyway.
But they would have these signs up that said sewer water. And it
for sale.
For sale, yes. So sewer water for sale in the Dells, which was kind of a.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Jeremy. Thanks so much for coming over here, Jeremy.
Anyways, so we were going to plan to go to the Dells, and not counting food, but let's just put it this way: with food included, we found out Tuesday.
Well, we had it booked.
Yeah, we had it booked.
But thanks to this pandemic, it's free cancellations right up to 24 hours beforehand. So,
we had booked it on Monday, I think.
We had booked it Monday, I think. Yeah. Yep, and this was on Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, Tuesday you started to hear about.
Yes, we heard from See the World with Chris and Laura Barnett. Sweet friends.
Great people.
I had only heard about it from our Marco Polo group that we have, and he was kind of considering this all inclusive. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they were talking about going down there
in
Cancun, and so
and the benefit of that was that he didn't have to have that. You could fly into Cancun, you can fly into Mexico without having COVID testing, without having all of that.
You don't have to wait for 2 weeks.
All of that.
You don't
have to
places.
Quarantine. Go there and quarantine yourself. So they are pretty open for flight, unless you're in like a closed off hotspot.
So we had this choice. So when we priced it out, it ended up coming in almost exactly to what we figured that we would be spending in food and lodging and everything. But that price that was matching the Dells, that included the airfare. So with airfare and all inclusive, it ended up being the exact same price for us to drive over to the Dells, eat and do all the stuff over there. And it was exactly the price. And we were just like, let me see, Wisconsin Dells, which we've been to quite a bit. We love, but we've been there a lot. Or Cancun.
Well, and it wasn't like just cheap, I mean, it was like it was
the Dells weren't
substantial.
Right now.
The Dells were not cheap either.
Because they're open right now, and they're taking, but they're trying to recoup right now, so the prices are up a little bit because there's a demand over there for it.
So for the same amount of days, we were able to get this, and we just went through Expedia online and
got it all set up.
That was the easiest way, the cheapest price that we could find, with including flight, shuttle to your resort and an all-inclusive resort. Right. Which all
the food,
went
all the drinks, awesome pina coladas.
So great. Yeah. So that's how we ended up in Cancun instead of the Dells. But the Dells are a really great area.
They are.
We just wanted to see that turquoise blue water, and we were supposed to be. We've had 7 cruises canceled. So,
7 people.
It's just driving us nuts. We're just really antsy. Nancy.
Why is it going to do that?
To get there, just to get and see part of the Caribbean, and it was as turquoise blue water.
Well, one side
as ever. Yeah, one side is on a lagoon, and one side is turquoise, and the side that our resort was on was like facing the turquoise water. Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and had an absolutely beautiful time. And I don't think we're gonna talk too much about the future days that were there. We've got the first day posted out, but we've got a few more days that are coming up.
Well, we can talk about the whole experience here. I want to kind of talk with the people here too. Yeah. Karen said that their Walmart greeter always dresses up in funny ears and glasses. He's about 80. I know. We have like a really we have this cute little lady that has a walker, and she's the greeter at Walmart. Love the greeters at Walmart for sure. Look at Dana. Charles Joseph booked for Italy and Greece in August of 2021. Ooh. How awesome.
That is awesome. And actually, Adventures of David and Aaron was very, very expensive in Palm Springs, because Palm Springs is a vacation destination. Yes, it is, and that's just it. So in state right now, what we started to see is that the vacations in state are rivaling places like Cancun, and
it's so strange that like if we had been able to just fly without any cost, the actual price of this vacation under $1,000 for us both, for sure. So, and
it was Delta Airlines. It wasn't like we had to, do.
Delta was pretty good to us. Actually, they did have spacing. Yeah. And I kind of talked about it in my vlog. Like, so in our first plane ride, we had 2 seats on one side and 3 on another, and the aisle in between. Well, and those 3 seats, they had the middle one empty. On the 2 seats, it was very odd because they had me sitting together with somebody like a stranger, and then Anthony, the seat across, which would be distanced. So it made like across the aisle. So I just kind of brought it up to the
there was a little bit more to that story, because when I got in, I was the first one on that plane, and very sweet gal, but she was sitting in my seat, the seat I held the ticket for. And I said, I have this ticket for this seat. She goes, no, that's not your seat. And we quibbled a little bit about whose seat was which. It was good. It was fine. And then she slid into the next seat over, which turns out she actually had.
Which was her seat. And which actually I had my, like that. Then we were sitting right by her. Right. So I just brought it up to the steward, right. Stewardess or airline consultant.
That's right. Stewardess is right.
So I brought it up to her. Now you want to be so PC, you want to be PC and make sure you're calling them the right title.
Well, she didn't have her pronouns listed, so we're good.
Oh, all right. So anyway, she reseated us. It was no problem. We were in a row then that we were responsible to lift the door off and help
she
people,
moved us forward actually.
In that one, assist row, which was empty. So it worked out
and that
just
way
fine.
She got her own place. She didn't have to sit by us either. And, so all of that was kind of behind, and it worked out well. I mean, overall, it was very good.
And I know that a lot of people are looking into doing Cancun. Let's see here. People in the States can fly to Mexico. Yes, we can fly in. Yes. You cannot drive over the border, but you can fly in and out. You can do the train, planes, and ships can go in and out. Right. But there are no, cruises sailing.
And it's really quite safe. I mean, when you go in, you will be. I mean, they have this thermal scan system that's checking for people that have. Elevated temperatures and other things like that.
Yes, you can definitely see that.
And you can see that. And then they're watching all of the individuals, and you're kind of single file going through it. There's not a
You
lot
can
of
see
people.
it's right after security.
Yep.
I couldn't show that. Like,
No.
definitely can't be filming during security. So,
but they are checking, and there's a lot of, and
so it's not a thermal, they don't take the temperature until you get to the resort, and then they took your temperature on your hand, which I thought was odd. But maybe they just have to be. It's a no touch kind of a thing, and I think it's just a quick. Snippet just to make sure.
Right. A lot of them, when they saw you laughing and having a good time, they just kind of click it and they didn't even look at it and then let you pass on because you're doing fine.
I think that at breakfast they always had to write down the temperature though.
Not always did she though. But it was good. It was good. She was doing it at least. She was at least checking. There was a few other times when
I'm gonna squeeze your leg. Squeeze your leg.
I'm getting in trouble for telling the truth of what's going on. But the reality is that, they were
very good at, gosh, they wore masks and the shields, which are super hot all the time, and gloves. They were very good. Dee asked how long the layover was for the first leg of the flight. 40 minutes.
40 minutes. We actually had to go
from landing time.
Right.
Like, you're not even off the plane to go to another terminal.
And for those familiar with the Atlanta airport, so we went from the D terminal to the F terminal
on the plane train. So
on the plane train. So we showed that. But and we got through there and they were doing last call. And I said, Nancy, they're doing last call. And she's like, no. And then we ended up running.
We just booked it. But we didn't have to book that far.
No, it was about 5 gates that we had to run. So
that was it.
But
that's not bad.
We ended
that's
up
not like through one terminal to another terminal
but we were just on the tail end. But 40
the hair
minutes
of our chinny chin for sure. Yes. Ruth Todd says back in the 90s, all inclusives also included cigars and cigarettes in addition to food and drink.
Yeah,
that's crazy. This was our first all inclusive, so this was awesome. Lori Dashiell, hey, Flash sister. Lori jumped in the pool during the ship show live on the horizon. I still have to show that, by the way, on my series. I haven't even gotten to that.
Well, there were some hotels in the 90s, mid 90s, when I was traveling through Latin America, where one of the perks of going to that hotel was that you got a free 1 drink every night and a cigar. Mm-hmm. And that was, I never used a cigar.
Do you remember when the airlines would delay you and they'd give you all these perks and all this stuff? And now, oh my gosh, some of the flights that we looked into for this one, seriously, were 20-hour flights, with huge long layovers. And there's my boy getting some ice. Lori says, I've only been to the airport in Cancun, been to Playa del Carmen 3 times and loved it. We loved Cancun. Here, Crazy Cat Traveler said, I never do a layover for less than an hour and a half. That's probably wise.
It is.
And coming back, we had a 5-hour layover.
Right.
So, and we wanted to see some people in Atlanta, but going through, you hate to risk going through going out and then going through security again and catching your flight.
Well, it's easier for me because I've got the known traveler, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He has the register. He has the faster, he goes through security, lickety split, but not coming back into the United States.
I did.
I mean, it was
nice.
I
had to prove that I had that status to get through it, but they let me through it and they did, so I didn't get my body picture taken.
Ship Show said that I try to be PC.
I try.
I try. I'm a peacekeeper. I really am.
Off mic
I might be a little bit. Oh, stop! I am not. That is so not true. Don't you even believe him?
It depends on the number of drinks.
Oh my gosh. Don't believe him at all. Oh, Hazel talked about her cruises being canceled.
Oh, yeah, we know how that is.
November Pride coming up. The Pridey, as Dave and Brandy would say, Pridey. Love the Pride. Poor Dave and Brandy got their Pride cruise canceled in October. In September, I mean.
Yeah. Now they're going to wait till October.
Yes, yes. I'm an amateur at this. All right, we've been there already. I'm sorry, you guys. Bear with me. Thank you for bearing with me here. Kimberly Ryan says that Southwest Vacations have great deals.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they do. We couldn't use Southwest for this one. It's typically my airline of choice, but I'll take Delta right next to it.
Delta was pretty good to us. Yeah. Yep. I like that.
I try to stay off of everybody else, United and others. And some people like them.
We've had bags lost on United. Now, what we did find is that our the luggage got scanned, so you could find out all along the way where your bags are.
Yes.
So that was really nice. So your checked luggage, and we have like a blue card. We have a card with Delta, so we have free checked luggage, which was fine for us, which plenty was like, well, one of them was a little heavy. The hard case got a little heavy. We had to reshuffle here and there. That's always such a fun thing to do. But yeah, you could totally tell, see on the app where your luggage was. I don't know. I thought that was really a neat thing. So much better than having lost luggage, right?
Yeah.
Flamingo Pam said, and that's just my regular Pam. She doesn't always like to be called Flamingo Pam. Anyway, Pam said you need to get cracking on those videos. I have
She has been.
I'm almost like halfway done with my next one, so I'm trying to crank them out. And for me, it takes me forever, you guys, putting the music and the transitions.
You like to watch everything first.
I watch it for forever. It takes me so long to edit.
And when we're out and about, we're recording all the time. And I hassle her about the amount of recording that we do. And she's like, "Oh, but we just want this and we just want that."
It's really nice. That hamburger scene that I had in this vlog. We had done that a different day, but like I hadn't actually captured the hamburger stands. So thankfully the weather conditions, I know the weather conditions were similar. And we did have hamburgers when we were waiting there. It was so nice to get to the resort like in the morning. We got there early and they, so we should talk a little bit about the precautions that they took. I kind of talked a little bit. Well, you guys saw, if you watched the vlog, you saw that they sprayed off for your feet coming onto the shuttle, so you can wipe your feet off. And they were very, very pushing the hand sanitizer, the temp checks. The staff were wearing the face shields and the face masks and the gloves. Social distancing, there definitely were not filled very much at all. I think that's what I wanted to say about that. And the spacing in the airline. So yeah, Ship Show John said he would love the cigars. Hey, Sharon at Sea. Hi, Sharon at Sea.
Now they did have
the drinks were flowing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's another thing. Drunk vlogging is hard to do. Or like when you have when you've had a few. And Anthony actually enjoyed a couple too.
Yeah,
those, what were our favorite?
Pina coladas.
Pina coladas were honestly so
Banana
good.
daiquiris were good.
You can't drink
Miami Vice was good. That's kind of a variation.
But I see Sean and Casey are here. Hey, Sean and Casey. Such a pleasure. I had won a shirt from their site and from them. So go check out Sean and Casey on Vacay Mode. So I was happy to share the love. And Miss Wanda is always so uplifting. She said that your vlogs are worth the wait. You do a good job. Thank you, Wanda. You're so sweet. Oh man, yes, editing is a little, it's a pain, but it's kind of fun too. It's how you can be creative. You know, you get to and
once you learn the software, there's some tricks that you can do, and it kind of gets fun. And Nancy really likes getting into finding the music. That's the other piece.
Anthony asked if you edit.
No.
He knows how to.
I kind of do, but I don't do it.
It was pretty much self-taught.
The thing is that I could get into it if I wanted to, but I really.
There you go, Slinky.
Yeah.
Swimsuits take up less space.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, he works on computers all day long.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of my hobbies, it's just not a hobby I really want to get into is the editing of video.
Slinky brings up a good point. I totally want to advise anybody. I'm sorry if my earrings are shining. You're reflecting. Anyway, going back to Slinky's point, swimsuits take up less space. If I had done it over again, I would have actually brought more swimsuits because you're swimming so much of the time. At least we were out there swimming most of the time.
Most of the time.
The resort did not. Now, somebody else asked where we went. We went to Fiesta Americana Condesa Cancun.
Right.
It's a line of Fiesta Americana.
There's two of them in Cancun.
There's two Fiesta Americana. There's one Fiesta Americana,
which is closer by downtown.
It has another name to it, and then this one was really
that one's just Fiesta Americana Cancun.
No, it had a different.
If you go on their site, that's how it's listed. But the Condesa one is further up the line.
It was lovely. It was absolutely lovely, and if they did not, one thing that's very common is to not have a lot of air conditioning like inside the resort. So if you guys saw that big palapa, it's the world's largest palapa. And
a palapa, for everybody, it's not a pancake or anything like that. It's actually a hut with the thatching on it that's native to that area. So.
Yep. So so they have a huge one that I kind of went overboard on my vlog of showing at the beginning, but anyway,
that's kind of impressive. It's definitely impressive to see it.
Yeah. You know? So, but they don't. It's not like you walk into this air-conditioned check-in area.
None of the halls are air-conditioned.
None of the hallways are air-conditioned. So it's very humid there. So you don't really need much for sleeves. And I am a cold body. Like, I don't like over air conditioning. Even the restaurants, they were air-conditioned, but they were not overly air-conditioned. So I could be really comfortable just in short sleeves. So if you go to that resort, I think most of the resorts, if I'm not mistaken, in Mexico, in that Cancun area, are similar, where they have like that open air kind of feel. Mm-hmm. Really nice breeze coming off of the ocean. So it wasn't like stifling where it was stagnant, but it was very, very sweaty and like very humid. So you would perspire if you were a sweater.
If you laid still
if you're somebody that perspired a lot, then you might want to have many changes of clothes, some changes of underwear.
If you're
but
by
you
the
don't
pool,
need to pack a lot of like they did not have many fancy evenings or things to get dressed up for. I got a little dressed up to go out to eat with for supper a few nights with Chris and Laura. We went out to eat that first night. We were able to meet up with them, and just really what a wonderful thing that was to meet up with cruise community and feel like you are like have been like just exciting to meet people you've been having contact with and conversation with, and you have this similar passion of cruising together. And that's part of what I love about the cruise community is this, I feel like I have friends from all over and we're coming together with this passion. So
and
definitely.
one thing I'd like to just say too. So while we did this in place of a cruise, and the all-inclusives are nice. Right now, the all-inclusives are nowhere near what a cruise is going to be. And you know what? And right now, the all-inclusives are not what they should be either. So because of all of this, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is right now because of the Wuhan virus or COVID virus. What? Call it as I see it. Anyways, because of that, a lot of their shows were shut down. Now they did have evening shows, a couple of evening shows. Yeah, they had a whole theater that they not so much a theater. No, they had a theater where they usually have the shows in the resort. They had a whole building where they usually have an evening show. Right. But they didn't have 3 to 4 different shows they said, So what was different because of the situation of the world today at this resort was obviously all the social distancing. Right. They were not full to capacity at all, which is kind of nice. Not all the restaurants were open. The restaurants were not all open. In order to get into a restaurant, the one thing that you had to do between 2 and 4, and it would open up at 2 o'clock. So you really wanted to stand in line at like 1:30 if you wanted to get to a restaurant the next day. You had to stand in line for making a reservation. So you stood in line for the day before.
And so Laura and Chris had made our reservation to go to supper with them the day before we came in, and then we were able to go to supper with them.
Right.
And only like 1 or 2 restaurants are open at a time. Never did get to experience the steakhouse.
No.
So they have a steakhouse, they have a Thai place which never opened, a Mexican restaurant, and a Italian restaurant from our experience. And then just the buffet.
Yeah. Well, the buffet is always open, and you didn't need to get a reservation for that.
Lots of food.
Lots of food. They had really great
free
barbecue.
room service.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, free room service, and so many different options for this
Lots of good food to eat. You're not going to go hungry because you don't get a restaurant, but it is still something, you wanted to try and do.
Yeah, so it was a little, they said that you never had to get a reservation for any other restaurants except the steakhouse. But with this atmosphere, you did need to make your reservation if you wanted any of those restaurants. Like I said, I don't believe the Thai restaurant was open at all. I wanted to just give a quick shout out to This Life of Ours. Hello, nice to see you. D&G said that they do take a while. I think Derek does a lot of the editing for their channel. But yes, it takes so long. But I don't know. I like it. I like to do it for me. See, Sean and Casey says it takes me. I think that is Casey saying that it takes him a while to edit. Sharon S. said we love today's first Cancun video.
The drinks were flowing. That. Yeah, I mean we like one after another.
They came by so many times all day long.
Always checking on you.
All day long, and very respectful. So much bottled water too.
Right.
I mean, like you got bottled water fresh every day, a couple bottled water. Like these are bottled waters that at a regular hotel they would be full like liter. $4 or $5.
It's a full liter bottle of water. Yeah,
it was a lot of water. It was really
they really nice. Took it, and because all the gratuities were taken care of, we didn't have to worry about that. Now we did try and tip a little bit, but with the gratuities taken care of,
that is a good note.
Yeah.
Definitely bring singles and tipping money when you go. We had
if you want to do extras on it, right?
Up and had
that wasn't necessary.
Too large of bills. The tips are included, but it's nice to go above and beyond here and there when you really have exceptional service. And it's not much to give $1 here or $1 there for the people who are out there in the sun and the restaurants. The wait staff who really are attentive to you. We eventually got our bigger bills broken and got to have some tipping money, and we used up our initial tipping money right away. So yes, Lori, Amber, I will. Lori says that. Amber says hello, and she's hoping to see some video or pics of her snorkeling in Cozumel when
That's coming up.
So it is coming.
It's not that far away.
Sorry.
We got to get through this one.
It's in a special drive, so that's something that I have to get at. And the GoPro footage is a little bit more glitchy for me to work with. It just takes me longer. GoPro footage and the drone footage always takes me a lot longer.
That's because we need to get a little faster machine.
Yeah. I need to build a new machine.
I need to build a new machine. She needs to learn how to use it. So
see the world with Chris says there are so many things I forgot to get or thought I had. I felt the same way. I thought I had said certain things in front of the camera that I never actually said.
Yeah.
So that's part of the creativity of putting your vlogs out there, and you just kind of are like, well, I hope this makes sense, and sometimes I did a voiceover. I tried a voiceover, but on my next video that I am working on, but then I'm like, well, that kind of sounds hokey. So then I had to tweak it and, put a little wording in there. And then, if people get it, they get it. And if they don't catch it, they don't catch it. Oh, CMPJ 519, thank you so much for coming by, and have a good night. Wish you well.
Yep.
I already said I think I'm behind. Francis was wondering where we stayed at. Francis Diane. Let's see. I have a question here. Nicandro Scaredo.
Yeah, they were. So they were.
He asked, the all-inclusive hotel was serving food in the buffet, or they converted the typical buffet to a sit-down mode? Yes, they did actually. It was like a sit-down mode. You want to talk about it?
Yeah. So so the way that the buffet worked is that you went in, you'd sit down, they would set up get your drinks and set silverware, and then you go out for the buffet. Now you're not allowed to touch any of the food other than they do have some stuff that's kind of like,
you don't actually touch your plate even at the buffet.
So actually some saran wrap things.
There's some single serve items that are
fully saran wrapped that you can pick up and take.
On a cold plate, and you can pick up those individually.
But other than that, in the buffet itself, you couldn't touch the plate until they were done with it, and then they would hand
it to you. So you just select what you want, say how much you want of it, and it really was a pretty smooth process. And there were servers at each of the stations, like kind of down the line. So that's how the buffet worked. And the buffet food had excellent barbecued chicken. We kept on going back. It was so mouth-watering, like good.
And it's not like
it was on the bone, but it was just so tender. It was like fall off the bone.
It wasn't, you know, you can get that chicken. So it's somewhere between where it's a little raw and it's still a little red, or it gets pasty. They had it perfect, right on. So that was really good.
So Sean and Casey and Vacay Mode asked Nancy, what was the best drink you had there? I got to say the pina colada for sure. I did have a daiquiri. I had an appletini. They had a whole selection of the drinks.
It was so subtle.
And I had like a purple rain. Yeah. I had blue something or other.
Most of the drinks were really good quality alcohol, so you really didn't, you know, when you get that good alcohol and it mixes and blends in the drink real well, you can taste the alcohol, but it's not really like predominant. There's nothing wrong, and it doesn't leave that lasting effect. That's the kind of stuff it was. It was really good stuff.
It wasn't like,
we didn't have.
Easy. It was too easy to go down.
On a couple of those days.
No, but we craved our water too. Blue Ocean Life said definitely tip the staff. Yes, I agree completely. All inclusives are worth it if you want to booze up on vacay.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it would have been worth it for us actually too, even if we weren't drinking, because of the food and the other selections. Oh, they had a fridge was completely stocked, so and they would really restock. Cool. So they had beer. They had like different Mexican beers in it. I don't think they had any American beers.
No.
They had water in the fridge. They had soda, Coca-Cola, Sprite, and Diet Coke. I think you could ask for special things for your fridge. So what was, Kimberly is going to go. Take care, Kimberly Ryan, if I didn't, if I might have missed you. But thanks so much for coming out. And we definitely found that it was worth it. Definitely. Let's see what else. Here, Paul Buckler wants to know if we did ocean swimming or pools. Mostly pools. The ocean, technically, there were like red flags out. The ocean there is federally owned. So the ocean there is federally owned. So there were actually federal lifeguards that were out there, and there was red flags posted along the beach. But we think that it is because you're not supposed to like crowd at the beach, because the beaches were getting too crowded. So the beaches weren't officially open. Right. Now we did take a little dip in the ocean. Mm-hmm. A lot of people were just dipped ourselves in, but we really didn't do much swimming in the actual ocean. It was amazing to just see that water though, and hear the water. Right. And they didn't have any chairs down or any service down by the ocean, like they would usually have, right? So there's
a couple of things with that. So one of them is that they also had a huge spawn of seaweed that was coming in at that time.
Well, they had a rainstorm and then a lot of seaweed that did come in.
Yeah, there's a lot of seaweed coming in,
but it was not bad.
Because of the hurricane. That's why.
From the Texas.
No, those. Hurricane Hannah.
Oh, Hurricane Hannah. Hannah came through. Thank you, Lori. Oh, Lori says, love all you creators, different style and creativity. And the ship show, Sharon at Sea, us, Dave and Brandy's excursions, cruising for food. It is fun to have such a variety. Sometimes I wish I just had more time to watch and support everybody. Like when I'm trying to edit my own vlogs, and be part of the live streams that are out there nowadays. And I want to do it all, but I don't have enough time. I do want to give a special shout out for my Sharon at Sea team because they're super supportive of me. They're always, like, yes, Nancy, we want to know when you get a vlog out, and definitely we want to promote it on our Facebook page. And really just, they just blow my mind with how supportive they've always been. And from the time that I've had fun with their show for so long. I remember when Jamie would have a tally list of stuff I would get in trouble for comments I made. It was usually picking on him. But a special shout out to my Sharon at Sea team. And Leanne is in that team. Really appreciate them so much. And then again, a shout out for Blaine. Just in case I forget or I didn't catch you, don't catch you at the end. After this show, Blaine is actually doing a subbing on a live stream for an RV channel. So go check out Rally Creative Travel. After this, we're going to be done in like 10 minutes, and go check his channel out and show him some love if you have the opportunity to. It would really be wonderful for you to show him that love.
So I have one thing too I just wanted to touch base on with regards to the whole inclusive, because we're talking about that.
Yeah, no problem.
So
I feel like the time is going by way too fast. I'm sorry.
So one of the things that when you go and you do your check-in, there's a couple of things that they talk to you about. One of them is the issue with regards to the COVID virus. So if you do happen to go down there, and this is not a scare thing at all, but if you do happen to go down there and get COVID and they kind of detect it, or you'd end up bringing it there if you're going there for 5 days like we did. But if that took place, I'm just going to say they have some insurance that you don't really need to do though.
Oh, the hotel
hotel offers an insurance.
Some insurance.
Yeah.
$4 a day, I think it was. So.
No, it was $146.
Okay.
Per person for us in order to do that. So yeah, you don't need to do that if you're there for a short period of time. It was
interesting to have that option.
Yeah, if you're healthy coming in, you'll be good going out, and just don't worry about it.
We stayed in Cancun for 6 nights. 5 nights. I'm sorry.
5 nights, 6 days.
I felt like it was 6 days. So somewhere there, but really 5 days. We
got there early on Sunday.
Yeah, we did. We got there early and we got to settle in at the pool right away. Oh, they have wristbands with the RFID for your room, so you'd never lose your card. So it is a pain to have the wristband on, but if you have to have a wristband on anyway, and they always wanted to put it on too tight, but like at the front desk. So I had to make sure it wasn't like super tight because I swell up.
Because it isn't all inclusive.
I swell up. So definitely the wristbands were decent. Other than having a wristband, it's kind of irritating to have a wristband on, but it's a fast way for staff to know that you belong there. Yeah. And it had your key card right in it.
So you could never lose your card.
It was really, really nice.
With
it was
all the pina coladas.
Yes. Oh, our room was fabulous too. Yeah. It was the low end of it. And it was the low end of the rooms. They were trying to upsell us a room on the other side, looking out at the lagoon.
At the lagoon, yeah.
They called it a sunset view, which I tried to catch good sunsets and I couldn't catch a good sunset. We live up on a hill, so we have amazing sunsets. So our standard is way up here for sunsets. Yeah. But they wanted to upsell us this, and we had this garden view where it was on the first floor. You just walked outside of your room and literally you were right at the walkway for the pools, and we did kind of take a shortcut through the bushes just to get it to that walkway. They weren't really thick bushes anyway.
No.
So
we had a little gateway area that we kind of walked through.
So there was a little thin patch, and we just kind of walked through. And we were really short bushes. They were like maybe yay high, and we just hopped over that and got to the pool that way. And that was it. It was just lovely. The pools were so fantastic. Nice. They had waterfalls. They had an infinity pool on the upper level, huge, and with loungers all around. And the loungers were spaced out. Like most of the loungers were in groupings of 2, and then there'd be 2 and an umbrella, and then there'd be a big space, and then 2 more. Definitely easy to distance. It never felt like when you were out in the pool deck that you were close to people, really. There were families there, really nice children's area. But we were really, really happy with the resort. I think in retrospect, I would have brought less fancy clothes and more more swimsuits for sure. Oh man, here. Oh, and it's only 5 minutes left to connect. Oh, Nancy Fields said, I love your vlogs, Nancy's. So much time now, not able to work. Yes. Oh, honey, I totally get it. I am so sorry. Nancy is a hairdresser. She's done that for years and years and years, and has not been able to work with the last shutdown in California. I'm so sad for you guys. Really, feeling for you. Feeling for anybody. Prayers for everybody who is struggling, is stressed out right now, and struggling.
I don't participate much in the hair care environment. It's just not much here.
He wants to shave it all down.
I do.
I'm not ready for that. I'm just not ready for that. Yeah, Slinky said, with the tropics starting to get warmer, I bet the seaweed is getting spun up. The seaweed there was interesting, though, because it was kind of like rough. It wasn't like slimy. It was like almost like rough. It was just an interesting type of, it was a different type of seaweed than I was used to. Leanne said, we love you, got you back, girl. And of course, my chat jumped. There it is. Leanne, I'm glad she's enjoying I'm glad you're enjoying your pool, my dear.
Megan, I don't know if we're going to get to your question.
Oh, Slinky, was this about the $156 for the insurance? No. Was that for the whole trip or per day?
That was per person for the whole trip. Yeah.
For the time we were there.
Yeah, and what that covers is that if you bring the virus in, if you're there for a week, you're probably not going to be showing it.
Bring the virus in.
Yeah, it's pretty much you're going to bring it in because of the way that they're doing the checks. But if you bring the virus in, then you're going to end up going into quarantine for 2 weeks, and you end up having to pay for that. Oh,
paying your way if you are caught down.
So
there,
it's up to you if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, it is a risk there, I guess. So.
Yeah. Megan Morris has got a question further down. We'll get to that, but I just wanted to touch base. Yes, there were iguanas, and we have some pictures for later.
We had a iguana who liked to come around. There was a lot of wildlife, and like the bird calling was just, I just love
the number
seeing,
of birds.
And the grackles. There wasn't so many. There weren't many seagulls.
Pigeons.
I was surprised there weren't a whole lot of seagulls because there was a lot of food.
We did see a little bit.
But the workers were very good about collecting the food right away. In fact, they couldn't bring. They did not have toppings for your drinks. So like the cherries, Bing cherries, and the pineapples. So I actually brought some pineapple and cherries from the cafeteria to put in my drinks. And I'm thinking the birds got at it when we were out in the pool, and the workers must have taken it away. So I probably I shouldn't have done that. What does Lori say? Lori says, wow, I started a new job back to 2 weeks vacay per year. Oh man, that stinks.
Wow.
but I gave up almost 5 weeks of vacation at my old job. That's
but you're in a much better
crazy.
place.
A much better place, and we're really super happy that you're at a good place, Lori. Sorry that your vacation's cut back. That stinks. Here, Fife and Fife said, cruise again October 24th, Carnival Breeze. Can't wait. Oh, please. I look so goofy there, but please, Lord, please let that happen. All right, you guys, I am out of time. I would love to talk more about the food and everything. Lori, thank you so much. Much love. Love to everyone here. Sopel Aria said, your channel is amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming to my live stream. And stay tuned next week. I'm going to try to be doing this, even though it's a work day. So I'll try to do this. It's a little bit late for Dave and Brandy, but go on over to Blaine at Raleigh Creative Travel. And thanks so much for hanging out, everyone. Much love to you all. And have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Safe travels, and God bless every one of you. Thank you so much for hanging with us. Bye, you guys.
Bye.